Okay, so we are here today talking about our app that we created, which is called Earthlings. So our four original ideas that we had at the beginning of our CRIS project were, the first one was an app that educates users on how to properly look after the environment in a fun and innovative way that will interest them.
And the second one was an app that will encourage users to drink the appropriate amount of water via sending them reminders and fun rewards for completing said tasks.
Our third idea was an app that allows you to pre-order food from our school cafeteria.
And our fourth one was a meal plan app that advises users on the correct meal plan suiting their diets and needs, ensuring appropriate and healthy lifestyle. So, yeah, we chose our app, which was the environmentally friendly one, the first one on the last slide, because explained on our second blog post that we did, we felt that it was due to its unique theme and its important educational values, we thought this would be the most beneficial for the users, and especially because our target market was for young people, we felt that we wanted something really educational, which was this app. So yeah.
So these are our blog posts.
Yeah, these are more of our blog posts. So we did them every week and carried them out through this whole term.
So what is our app? For our app, we decided to create a game targeted at kids aged 5-15, which helps them make sensible decisions about the environment. So Earthlings, which is our app's name, is a choices game where we put the user in different scenarios and then we ask them questions. And each day the user will face and complete a challenge, and in turn will be rewarded with an environmentally friendly tip of the day and possibly points as well if they chose the right option. And we designed the app so that the user is only able to complete one challenge a day, as we do not want them finishing their app in 1 hour.
So an example of one of these challenges is you're walking to your friend's Jimmy's house and you see rubbish flying around on the street. What do? Pick up the rubbish and be late for Jimmy's, or be on time for Jimmy's and leave the rubbish flying around. Each option will either deduct or reward the user with points, although this is depending on what option you click. So if you click the right option, you'll get more points, and if you click the wrong option, you'll get less points. And the aim of the game is to collect as many points as possible, which you convert into coins, which you can use for future challenges.
So we felt this was a good idea, as post-researching, there's currently no app within the market educating young children about the environment through a unique and fun game. We feel that our app is perfect for this, as not only does it place the user in real-life situations, but provides helpful environmentally friendly tips each day.
So how did we make our app? The platform we created our app on is called Thunkable. And we chose Thunkable over other app programs because it has an easy layout and is somewhat simple to use. There were a few downsides choosing this program, as it does not come with certain functions that we had wanted in our original plan. Like, we wanted to make pictures next to each other post from on top of each other, and we couldn't write code because there was only blocks to use for the coding. And we also found that only one person could work on the app at a time, which affected us in class sometimes, as all of us wanted to contribute and it wasn't as efficient.
However, a surprising benefit with working with Thunkable is we could live test the app on our phones, as Thunkable had its own app which you could download and sign up into, and then you could test your app for yourself
To see how it would look on a phone or iPad.
So how is our app going to make a difference? Our app is going to make a difference via teaching children that there is always a way to help the environment, and although there may be minor consequences, it is always for the better good. Earthlings puts the player in different situations, and they're able to choose an option which they think is most suitable in order to solve them. If they get the answer wrong, we subtract points from them, and we also inform them as to why their choice was bad. If they get the answer correct, we reward the player and inform them why their decision was right.
This is a fun way for young children to learn about the environment and what we hope the future generation for our society. Kids can learn about making the right choices when looking after the environment, and hopefully after doing so, they are able to keep making these right choices in the future.
So why did we choose to create an app over a website or using Scratch? We chose to create an app over a website as nowadays it is easier for children to use and access apps via their mobile phones or iPads, because most kids own iPads or iPhones, and it makes it easy and accessible for possible users to discover things and play it. We also felt that we had more freedom when creating an app over a website, as there are many advanced programs and platforms to help create such apps nowadays.
So this is our PMI chart we made after creating our app. A few positives we had were it educates children, it's simple to understand and use. We use a variety of different designs and backgrounds.
A couple of minuses are there are limited features. Young teens may become bored when playing it, as it is targeted for younger children, so it's quite a basic app. And we have created it on our computers, so it looks different to what we have on our phones.
And we only had time to develop one challenge,
Yeah.
but we wanted to make it really good because we value the quality over the quantity. Because we were thinking of developing more, but we only had time for one.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make it really good.
This is the layout of our app. So this is a flowchart diagram that we made. So basically when you enter the app, they get the home screen, and we have like pictures on the next side that will explain in further detail. But when you click all the buttons, we've coded them so that you get sent to various screens. And yeah, here, so you get sent to the introduction, and then so on and so forth. So these are the pictures.
So screen one is just the home screen title, and it's kind of like our...
Yeah, this is like a friend/personal assistant that the user is given called Jimmy.
And then there's an introduction, which he introduces himself and you can insert your name. And then there's a bank, which you can use the money in the challenges, and then when you earn points, that can convert into money.
And then
We have our challenge explanation before you move on to the first challenge. And then if you click the right option, you go to the reward page, which is just good thinking, and you have earned 5 points.
And if you click the wrong option, you get sent to the option 2 penalty page, and you get deducted 5 points, and you won't be able to use those points to convert into coins. And then you're sent to the end screen, which tells you your tip of the day, which is always environmentally friendly. So for example, this day is don't chew gum, because it has synthetic rubber in it. And yeah, and then you're set to your clock screen, which tells you how many hours you have left until you can unlock the next day. So this was our plan before we made it, and if we had any more time, we plan to further make more challenges and
Yeah, we had a lot of
improve our app.
ideas
Yeah.
for more challenges.
Yeah, so like we made up to day 15, and like examples of these days were, these are the challenges, like we would ask the user if they needed to buy batteries for the new toy, then we'd give them 2 options, and if they bought the right one, if they chose the right one, they would earn points, and if not, they would get points deducted from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our plan.
So just our plan for basically all the days, but we
Yeah.
didn't have time.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you.
So you actually got the first challenge?
Yeah, we got the first challenge.
Well done. That's good.